one thing, because how this body, Panchabhuta, it is made of and all. The scriptural context, because we are all, because the, it is all, the Gata Trishtanta, they call it. You go to any philosophical class, they will say, because you make sort of a kumbara, because a person who is making potter who makes the pot out of the clay. Finally, when the pot is broken, it only gets into the clay again. It becomes a mud. Likewise, all the experiences, whatever we have, we are all, the body has been formed because of anna, what is that? Because it is the grains what we take, the lentils what we take, the vegetables what we take, fruits what we take. Where it has come? It has come from the earth. From where it has come? Because it has got the nutrition in the earth. From there it has come. It is the sun who is giving the chlorophyll, and he gives the process. There is a rain, which comes, by which it comes. Finally, it comes as an energy. And when the energy comes, and when you are taking the food, you are doing only your duty. And who is taking care of this food? It is the pranendriyas. Prana, Vana, Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana, and Brahmane Swaha. They are taking it. Because when you take the food, it has to be taken to the digestive tract. It is an Agni there, which they take the digestive tract, and it has to take only the energy part of it, and it has to be converted into your blood and your bones, everything and all. Finally, whatever is not required will be extricated. That's also done by that prana also. He gets it done for you. You think you are doing it. If you have an indigestion, if you are not able to throw the excreta, and you find, what happens, it becomes, the body becomes totally susceptible. You get into a calamity. Someone is doing day on and day off. That's why, the Tattvavada, Dvaita, they call it Vayu Jivottama. Through the Vayu only, the Paramatma get into the body, and he resides in the heart everywhere. Guheyam, Gahvarechtam, what they say. And when it happens, but that is why, because why, the heart chakra is given so much of importance and other things at all. See, scientifically also it is proven. When, because the DNA and the cells are all forming, the neurons are there in the brain. Your heart has also got the neurons. In the womb, it is the fart which is formed first. How it beats. It's not the brain only gives the message. Brain forms later. The heart is beating and it is pumping, then every other part takes, slowly the brain and the fingers and all, because nowadays they do the scan almost 2 to 3 times during the pregnancy and find how the growth is there and all, to find out, because the child is in good shape and all. So the heart has also got a neuron. How it got it? Because it was not known till such time in 90, because a lady got a Nobel Prize to having found, because there's a neuron in the heart also which takes care of that. That's why, brain death, they are describing 2 type of death. One is the brain death, and another one is, where heart is not functioning. Both are there. There is a neuron. Who has put that neuron into that? It is the first one comes. When it comes, because in the Vayu, through mother's womb, because you get breath and you get the energy and all. So then, it does the entire pranendriya. That is why Vayu Jivottama, they call it Hari Sarvottama. The one who comes through the Vayu, he's the one, because Vayu also gets his energy from him. So he carries, anything to be done. That's why the concept is, it is only through Vayu you can get it done. And Vayu called Matarishva, they call it. The Matarishva, anything, God has to give you good experience. He gives it through Matarishva. And whatever it happens to you, you offer something, it is also taken to the Paramatma by Matarishva. That is the concept as it is. They have taken it. You can take it, because as long as you are able to change your attitude, change your thinking, whatever be the philosophy, whatever it does always good to you. So this is what happens once it is happening like you. So then what happens, if that is the case, if everything is happening, finally the shariram grows. It also goes into the mud as the potter, because when the pot breaks, the mud also goes into the pot goes into the mud or clay. Because either we are burning the body. When you are burning the body, it is the genesis. Even the Christians do have the belief. Finally, when they lay the entire the coffin into the cemetery, which is going to come. They just decide earth to earth, dust to dust, ashes to ashes. You are getting back to the source. You are originally a earth. You are originally a ash. You are originally a dust. You were and you came to this form, and the form has now gone and again gone back to the original. All the Panchabhutas, they are all going into their respective areas. This is what, and because then it will also happen, because okay, when you are here, I am occupying a space. Today I am booking a train, because they say, because the booking is full, because so many people have already booked, because I am also going to occupy a space in the train. When the body goes, what happens? Does the world lose any space? The space is there as it is. When you are having a tea in the cup, the space is filled with tea, you take it. After you take the tea, the space is still there. So likewise, I am nobody. I have come here and gone. Earth to earth, dust to dust. The Kumbara, the potter who made it, he brought it. The embodied body was there and the soul was there. It got the experience. It accumulated everything in the Sushma Sarira. Therefore, the soul can never be done. So don't be under the wrong impression. That's what he says, Arjuna. You are killing someone or someone is getting killed. It's all done by someone. Because he says indirectly, I am the one who is controlling the entire world. You are still having the delusion. The same mantra, in the second chapter, 20th mantra, the Bhagavad Gita reads, same thing. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit. Instead of vipaschit, he used the kadachit. See, what he says is vipaschit, you get the wisdom slowly going through step by step. The Kathopanishad said the wise know that it is permanent. It doesn't have a birth or not, doesn't have a death and all. Here he says, na jayate mriyate katachit snayam bhutva bhavita na bhuyaha. In the sense, whether it is there or whether it is going to be there in the future or whether it is going to be there, nothing, it's not going to happen. It is permanent. So don't worry about Ajo Nityaha, same mantra. Yes, Shashvatoyam Purane na Hanyate Hanyamane Sharire, same thing. Only word, he has replaced it instead of Vipaschin, Kadachin. That is the only word he has replaced. It is as good as knowing the Samkhya Yoga of second chapter Gita as we read this 1.2.18. It is also going to be same when we go to the next two mantras also. There's no space, by virtue of this body going, no space is lost. I am occupying the space as long as, this body is, this element, the life force is there. After that, because the body, you will have to throw it, either, because either you will have to bury it, you will have to throw in the river or you will have to burn it, like as we are doing, because in our system, you will have to, it goes off. Finally, it gets back to earth to earth and dust to dust. It's what it happens. But its soul is always there. It is always there. It's permanent. It can have it will have a full glow, because as the experiences and the wisdom, it takes it birth after the birth. Like Buddha got his nirvana after the 17th birth. He was accumulating all the tejas. You become tejasvi, tejo mayananda. They say, because tejo mayananda in the sense was full of tejo. But you get the tejas is the final swarupa. That is why you are not able to get the selfie of yourself. Your swarupa is full of tejas. But you are thinking this body and the gray hair and the type of walking style and all those things. These are all nothing. These are all, only to, because once you are taken away from that, you get the real wisdom. So that's why, because only when you go by the face value and all, why, because a lot of time, because why, even the closest of the people who seem to be in the phenomenal love, why it finds, because they go only by the appearances and all. They are not able to get the X-ray of what the contents, because what the attitude, what is the content of the soul? It is attitude, your thought, your absorption and how the intellectual capability to discriminate, and that is fair. Once you go to that, when you are able to, all the raga, dvesha, everything is removed, you will be able to take everyone as you, everyone as equal. That is why in Sanatana Dharma, before closing, I will just only see in Sanatana Dharma 3 things. Because in all other scriptures, they will go by so many experiences, so many quotes, so many things and all. In our Sanatana Dharma, our own experiences are the highest teacher. Pratyaksha, what is it? Pratyaksha is the one which we experience, no one can teach. That is why Guru shows the way. Guru will not be able to implant his knowledge in you. what we call teleportation, because which has been discovered during this year's Nobel Prize in the quantum mechanics. They have discovered a teleportation. Dr. Zillinger in Vienna, he got the Nobel Prize for the teleportation, because he's describing through the quantum mechanics. That is, even the system is complex. You don't need any protocol. You can just transfer the data as it is. That happens, when you take a next birth, by virtue of, you will have to go through the experience, you have a destined to and all. Always, whatever you have gathered, it is getting teleported into you. So you may be born into a family of agriculturists, but you may become an outstanding scientist because your Chetna says so. You accumulated all that. So you can't explain, it has happened, it is, you can't make it, it's like, it's there already in you. A person, whose family doesn't have any singing background, the child becomes a prodigy. So he becomes, we know so many prodigies, child prodigies, in music, we know that. So likewise, all these things happen. It shows, and experientially and experimentally, as well as philosophically, as well as scriptural text, always they have said, it is the pratyaksha by which we establish the soul is always there, the body is impermanent, and that is why you should not be sort of having a sorrow on any loss or gain, because if something happens, if you get everything, it all happens. Any event or any bad experience, good experience, everything is for good. You will have to accept because they are all propelling you into a different dimension every day. Every day is a sort of a, God is giving us an opportunity. Every day is taking us elevating to a higher level. Are we able to take advantage of that? That is going to be the ability we are able to absorb the concepts of Upanishad and internalize in our thoughts and attitude. With this today, I will just try to close this session because next two mantras are nothing but continuing with that, but with a different, I couldn't cover some of the things which I wanted to. So I will cover in the next two sessions. Today we will be having the Ratri Suktam, as I have promised, it will be in Devi Mahatmya. The Ratri Suktam is make you fearless, fearless in the full sense of the plenitude. Not that physical fear and all. It is that you are able to stand up. You are able to have a confident, take your bath in the sea, whether the waves are there, not there, or even a Pacific, you will be able to, mid of Pacific, you will be able to go and take a bath. You will have such a confidence and indefatigable energy to face anything in this world and go to the glory in every aspect of your life. Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Punaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahaihi. तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विश्विदावहैः Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I'll just put the Ratri Suktam.